Hello. Just gonna take a preemptive sip of water before we start. Oh, God, it's a warm day. Another one of the many Australian warm days. Let's jump across. There you go. So as you'll see if you were here for last stream, I have moved a few things around as promised. Just so that I'm not having too many panels that are the same thing. Oh, jeez, that's a horrifically ugly color to have as a border. Ratchet skin color green. That's just not a good call. Okay, color. And then line work. There we go. I'll line it up properly and probably make a few small edits to the draft just so that they actually fill the frame. That should do it. A little too deep there. And that's too big of a nose. There we go. This is something I'm still working on. Nose depth. At least in relation to the face. I have a feeling I'm going to be working on it for a while. Knowing my luck, it'll be at the end of this series, and I'm just like, yep, I've perfected Ratchet's side profile. It won't matter then. It's just like with Dogen. Finished last chapter, and I was like, I feel like I've got Dogen's character design down. And then when it didn't matter, essentially. I mean, it did matter, because then, the final frames with Dogen in them do look good. But he's not appearing anymore, at least for now. Probably gonna have to carve out a nicer looking face from the shape that I've got here, which is kind of what I do when I draw concept art, is that I kind of build a head formation and then I kind of carve out a shape, you know, it's constant erasing and redrawing until you find something that fits and that works. There we go. That was pretty good. It's a good enough looking frame. Does that look right? Nah. That's way better. Simple way of making like a paper roll, but very, very effective. Because it would probably be a little bit more down here, as opposed to just there. Ah, sweet Pisoni. There we go. I almost feel like the ear needs to go a little bit lower. A little bit lower still. That will achieve the desired effect. That's usually how I do it. So it'll just be like one pretty fluid formation. I think if I showed more of Ratchet's neck, then it would allow me to kind of shape his head a little bit better as well. So I'm going to kind of lean into that. I'm going to try to anyway. It's about that. Yeah, that's about right. So then we give Ratchet a nice little bit of upper lip. And it gives his head a little bit more shape. Because that's essentially the head size I want. Head size and shape that I want. And then he gives Ratchet a neck. And he's not had a neck before. I mean, he has, but not in the same capacity like this. So I'm actually going to roll back that just a touch. Of course, for me, something just feels off. As per, something just feels off. It's actually that. Seems about right. Actually, I almost feel like removing this bit entirely. Again. Slowly leaning into it, I guess. He doesn't have a chin like that. That's super weird. Just doesn't look right. That works. But it's so subtle. It's such a subtle, like, tiny amount of chin. And he needs a backpack strap, doesn't he? So, kind of just need to cover this bit. And probably that other bit. And this is also not correct. Should go like that, under the arm. Lubin, hello! How you doing? Grey Mouse in the house. I appear to be. How are you? How's your day been? A muscle mass a year. That I can do, I think. Let's hope so. It is a day for art, so surely I will be good to do the arts. Okay, muscle mass. Oh, just zoom in the wrong places. Doing good, brother, though I think I'm a bit quiet. Oh shit, am I quiet? That's not good. Oop, pardon me. I may have also been mumbling a bit, which might not help. I may also, yeah. How do I sound now? Shouldn't be stretching with a fresh tattoo on my ribs. Still quiet. Oh, that's not good. That's, yeah, very much not good. Oh, actually, tell you what. High likelihood that I'm also just being drowned out by the music as well. That probably doesn't help. Mice need bigger microphones. I do. I just need like one that's like at least 3 times bigger. Clearly. Surely. How's that? It is seen. Good, bad, quiet, loud. No, 100% you're still so quiet. I think 40% more mouse would be good. Weird. Okay. Very weird. What's going on with the audio? Audio properties. Very weird. Very weird that I'm quiet. Quieter than usual. Let me check my settings. Import. Weird. It's like an abnormally quiet. Because like my mixer, I've pretty much got it at full, so something's definitely off then. Use my brain box. Use my thinking. Yeah, something funky. Yeah, sounds like it. Yeah. Very, very weird. Yeah. Hmm. Was is the cigar? Is it... There's always potential that 100% quiet mouse. Shit, that's not good. 100% quiet mouse. It's not good. That's not good. I genuinely don't know what it is then. Properties. So that's just a straight 0. So I was muffling myself like slightly, but only minimally. Let me also just... Maybe I just boost myself just a bit, if that's the case, but then again, does that make a difference? Boosted myself by like 0.5, but dunno. Boost! Even just a little more boost. But is that going to make a difference? We don't know. Is it louder, quieter, or is it just something's just balked for whatever reason? I have no idea. No idea if it's better or worse. Dunno, you definitely need a bigger mouse volume. Weird. Very weird. Check my stream. I want to make sure it's not me. I'm just about to, yeah. So let's see. How... I mean... I do have it set to full, and it's pretty quiet. But like not much quieter than usual, I guess. I might give it a bump, like a boost, and then and then we'll see. Very weird though. It should be a little bit, like, should definitely sound better. How's that? 1.5. 1.5 boost. What mic do I use? I use the Rode Pod mic. With an XLR cable and the Focusrite interface. Yeah, it seems... Gonna give that a 3. Boosted by 3. Still, it's, yeah. It's still a bit meh. Can I up it from Windows? No, so that's at 100. And that's also why it feels a bit weird. That's not louder. How about OBS? OBS is at 100, yeah. Weird. OBS audio filter. I don't have any filters on it, so I should probably... add some at some point. Is that not add anything? That's the thing. Any physical dials on the Rode? There aren't any physical dials on the Rode, no. Gonna give it 2 decibel boost. It's pretty, like, it's pretty much, you can pretty much not hear much of the difference. With the audio. So I think it's from Googling Reddit post, try adjusting the gain on the microphone through the settings on the Rodecaster. I don't have a Rodecaster, so a Rodecaster is an interface. I don't have that interface. I got the Rode Podcaster mic. It's the only Rode thing I have. Yeah, it's just like sound-wise, it's just ugh, so quiet. Yeah, potentially. The mic may have just given up. I mean, probably not, but like it's either potentially the software or some little piece of hardware that's starting to give out. Hey, Creo. We're just working out sound issues. Oh, wrong thing. Giving it a big boost. Give it, let's say, 4. Test it at the very least. Yeah, because super quiet. Sound ussy. I mean, I'm listening to my own stream right now, and it does sound quiet. But then I'm also moving closer and away from the mic quite a bit too. So it's really hard to gauge. That sounds better, but still quiet, but better. Yeah, and I've moved the pop filter away as well. Add more gain. We need more gain. go up to 6. 6 is pretty common. And now I can get nice and close. Was at the gym trying to get more gain also. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, so I'm about the normal distance from it that I usually am. Okay, that sounds pretty good. And with pop filter, testing 1 2 1 2. Okay, minimal difference, so that's good. That's a good sign. Get rid of this shit fucking stream that I'm watching and back to it. Don't know if I should have just closed it that quickly, but yeah. And okay, so I mean, it's good to know for future reference. So next time, ideally my voice or the sound of my voice in the right kind of sound levels is between -25 and -20. So almost in the orange, but not in the orange. We don't want it to be too loud that it actually, like, if people come in with full volume on, they just get deafened. But even so, very weird that it was quiet. I almost feel like it's probably, like, if anything is to blame, I mean, the mic is, like, almost 10 years old, so that probably doesn't help. But that it's worked fairly decently for a long time. The one thing I have had fairly consistent issues with, oh, thank you so much, artist8878. Thank you so much for the follow. One thing I have consistently had problems with is probably the audio interface, the focus right. So I might just switch to something else. People have claimed that the mic is being super quiet. That's also fair. I might even, like, for next year, I might switch out both my mic and my interface. Hey, how you doing? It's lovely to meet you. I can assume from your name you're an artist. What kind of stuff do you work on? I'm Grey Mouse Inc. I'm an Australian illustrator, currently working on audio issues, but I usually work on comics and illustrations. Crispy Sound Mouse, yeah. You're a comic artist. Ooh, that's amazing. That's awesome. I'm learning to be a comic artist myself. This is currently the comic that I'm working on. It is a fantasy series following a goblin rogue called Ratchet. If you want to share any art, you're more than welcome to. If you want to drop a link and show us what you work on, that would be very cool. I'd be very happy to see that. But also, no pressure either way if you do or don't want to show that. Love my mouse drawing. Oh, thank you so much. I do appreciate that. We have a warm-up that has been redeemed, so I should be drawing a muscle mouse because Lumen has redeemed it. You gotta go? Yeah, I'll show some. Sweet. Please do. I gotta go make burgers and then eat the burgers, but I will be back. All good, Lumen. Have some good burgers. I will quickly draw a muscle mouse. And artist, you are welcome to drop links into the... Yep, links into the chat. You won't get in trouble for that, so don't worry. Here are some of your comic pages. Okay. Now, let me see this. Oh, these are awesome. Would you be okay? Would you be okay with me showing these on stream? Because it's super cool. I genuinely really love the landscapes that you're working on and the cityscapes. They're very, very cool. Yeah, please do. Awesome. Now let's see if Punga actually... No, Punga's not holding up the sign. That's okay. I'm quiet because I'm away from the mic. Don't worry, guys. Punga. Show the comic. There he is. I'm a comedic artist in the fact that my art skills are laughable. Cryo. That's okay. We've all got talents in various different places. I love it. And I love that because, like, with the billboards, not billboards, but the signs and stuff, you see that you've injected a lot of character into your world. It's super cool. I love this. Is this ink? Like, is this with ink, or is this just a stronger like marker or pen. Just very curious because it looks awesome, and I really love the space as well. You got a nice bit of foreground and background. It's very cool. Inks. Ah, cool. Yeah, I love it. As you can guess from my name, I used to work in inks, so I'm a big fan of people who use inks for comics and stuff, who actually like ink their comics and stuff. Although some of those are digital. That's cool. Yeah, I moved to digital after a little while, so I fully get that. Ooh, and I like the text, the font, super cool. I like that your handwriting is really good for comics and stuff. Ooh, cool. And this is the digital stuff. Yeah. What else forgotten about me? Their hero they once praised. It's not even a faint memory. Not even the heavens recognize me. That's cool. Very cool. How many days has it been, Grim? Ooh. Oh, that one's traditional. Just colored it digital. Oh, cool. I like it. Nice. Is that would that be classified as mixed media? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know the formal terms for for art stuff, and I have failed to learn. So yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, I love the designs. I love the cityscape and stuff. That's super cool. Love me a good mountain. That's for sure. Ooh, look, and that's those ones. Yeah, that's super cool. Thank you so much for sharing that with me and with us, because that's super cool. Stream remember to jump back to the right spot. Yeah. Please be sure to update me on your comic and your comic work, because I'm very keen to see where it goes and what you're working on. Is that all part of one series, or are those little pieces from like separate comics and stuff? Do you mind if I share colored illustrations too? Go for it, please. Yeah, please do. I'd be more than keen to see them. You know, those were all from separate comics or practice. Yeah, fair enough. They all look good. Are you thinking about doing a comic series, or or no? Like, also, yes or no is completely fair. Like, I'm only asking because I'm currently working on a full series, and that's probably going to take up most of my time. So I'm curious to see what other comic artists are working on. This is all digital? Ah, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Ooh, already super cool. Yeah, I actually have one that you're starting. Oh, cool. What's it about? If you don't mind me asking, of course. Ah, cool. Punga doesn't have to change screens. Excellent. Based on one of my unpublished knowledges. Wow, my brain is really scattered there. Novels. Cool. Yeah, the good use of color, good use of line work. I'm a big fan of like using the black line work for comic stuff. So this is super cool. Love to see what people do with colors and composition, because also very cool composition here. Ooh, yeah, I love the reflection in a sword kind of style. That's super cool. Post-apocalyptic grim dark low fantasy. Ooh, very cool. I love those kinds of ideas. I was gonna work on on an apocalypse like mech comic, but for me, I found that the heavy sci-fi kind of detail work was too much for me to focus on. As I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to art, so I didn't want to have to like spend months on single like small tiny little panels. So I was definitely like, it felt like a very intimidating prospect, so I'm very keen to see other people's versions of that. So definitely like that, even more so, keep me updated on it, because I'd love to see what, like, how you tackle the genre and what you draw and the panels that you make, because I'm very keen to see that kind of stuff, and I'm always trying to learn a little bit more from other comic artists. So I'd be very keen to see. And yeah, I like what you do with composition, because like you you really use like the composition to kind of frame your characters, and you kind of helps build like your characters, like a almost a background for your character, not a background in the literal sense, but it builds a sense of visual characterization for your characters, which I really like. Burger lurk, thank you, Leuven. I'll I'll put a burger lurk command in my chat at some point, I'm sure. Yeah, these are super cool. Ooh, I love me a demon. Something with horns and a menacing smile I fucking adore. So that's super cool. I love your character designs as well. Got plenty of like uniqueness to them. Big fan. Big fan of that. Oh, wrong wrong screen. Don't mind me. Back to the right screen. Never gonna get that exactly right. But yeah, that's super cool. Thank you so much for showing me. Showing us. I keep saying me. There's more than just me here. But yeah, thank you so much. A burger look. Don't mind me, just get a burger look. Oh, this reminds. Now to actually draw the thing that was redeemed. That muscle mouse. Um, but now that I'm thinking of Muscle Mouse, it just reminds me of that one rat from Ratatouille that was like clearly had been experimented on. So it was like super muscular. And every time I talk about this mouse, it's like, oh, was this like mouse that was just super muscular, but always in the background of the Ratatouille like frames. And people are like, "Are you fucking crazy? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?" And I'm like, "There's one scene where all he does is nod." and, um, and even so, just like always telling people about this. You have an Instagram. You can follow me there if you wish to keep updated. I post a lot of whips and I plan to stream as well. But I'll keep you updated with pages when I watch your streams. Hey, that'd be cool. I appreciate that. Yeah, I will definitely check you out. Let me make a note. I usually don't jump around too much on my streams. Oh, there you are. Sweet. Just quickly follow you back. Unusually buffed background characters are always fun. Yeah, and I love that it's just like a rat. He's just a rat who's just, I mean, because of course he's a rat. It's Ratatouille. But like he's just a rat like there, and all he does in one series of montage is that he just nods, and that's all he does. Every single frame that he's in that montage, he just nods. And it's so fucking funny to me. Sorry guys, just hydrating. And he's just unnaturally muscular for a rat. And he's just back there, and he's got this tag on his ear. This little yellow tag, and he's just muscular. And I just find it so fucking funny. Because anytime I talk about just the presence of a muscular rat in Ratatouille, people think I'm crazy. But he's there. Like, I'm not crazy. He's actually, like, fully 100% there. Shameful self-promotion, but did you hear about my rebranding date? You're rebranding? Lumen? You might be crazy. But he is there. Yeah. I might be a little crazy, but not because of this rat. It's because of other reasons. You're rebranding? You're gonna be Luveman New Zealand? I know the exact rat. Yeah, dude, your fantasy characters look dope. Oh, thank you. I mean, flattery will get you everywhere here, but I'm always like a little bit feel very bashful about it sometimes, and I guess I shouldn't. I've worked hard for it, you know, years of practice and stuff. But yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that. No, Cryo, please. No, Cryo. Not my stream. Oh no. Should give him some fur because he's looking a little too man-like. Deep. Is that a Batman-esque origin? We're we're all deep down a little crazy. Yeah, Cryo is now Ratman. Yeah, lock me in a room, a rubber room full of grey mice. He made me crazy. Kept talking about Ratatouille and what's the other one? The other thing I talk about to death, Sea Dogs, the PC game that no one has ever heard of except for me. Do you know that rat kings are a real thing? Yeah, they're horrible. Like it's like so rat kings are like a bunch of rats who have tangled their tails together and they basically just starve to death, isn't it? Or is it like a king of the sewers kind of a thing? Because I may have two different pieces of information crossed. This is how I'm gonna look in like next year. Next year at PAX, keep an eye out for this mouse, because that's gonna be me. And he natty. This is a natty mouse. Hold on. There's a way to draw abs, and it's essentially you just draw diamonds in the middle of the chest or stomach. Yeah, it's with the tails not together. Oh yeah, it's horrible. And the Rat King is the last surviving rat. Oh god, yeah. Jeez, that is horrifying. Natty ratty. Yeah, this is a natty rat. Natty ratty. I know he's supposed to be a muscle mouse, but he is also a natty ratty. Give him the pelvic V as well. You know it. Everybody knows it. And then I'll give him a muscular tail as well. Which is just a tail with abs, which is truly horrifying. Now that I've put that image into my brain. Lol, dude, you follow my comic page. There's nothing new. My whips and artwork is at artist. I'll grab that in a second. No problem. I now know where your comic page is, so I can reach your art page. Is no issue. Is no issue. I will find you. Natty Rat will find. Swole Rat menace for real. Oh god, yeah. Nightmare to kitchens and mouse traps alike. Give him a little like nose scrunch. Rat looks like a tank from Left 4 Dead. Yeah, kinda. I mean, yeah, definitely upper torso for sure. Head up for debate. Hold on, let me give him a headband. Will a headband work with his ears? Probably not, but I can make it work. He needs a headband. How's he gonna get that sweat out of his hair? I also love it because we did muscular sandwich, didn't we? The BLT, and I just gave that a headband too. Oh, not a headband. The armbands. This rat is a JoJo character. Oh god, yeah, for sure, for sure. JoJo character or a stand, or maybe he has a stand, and his stand is like, he turns any cheese into Parmesan cheese. Like it's like a really shit power like that. But he'd still leave like the MC completely brutalized. Should have a tier in his other ear. Oh yeah, tear, not tear. I was thinking like the prison tear, but tear absolutely. Whoa. There we go. Natty rat. His stand is actually a nerd. Oh, nice. That's good. I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, that's a terrible set of buck teeth. There we go. There we go. There we go. How is the world of comics over in Australia? I don't know much about Australian comics. It's a good question. Not not immensely good, I don't think. But with, the rise of internet comics and stuff like that, it's doing better, but I definitely think it's not like the forefront of comics, that's for sure. We don't really have any like standalone comics in Australia, I don't think. None that I can think of. I think it's definitely more of an international appeal, for sure. Give him a little pose. He's got his pocket square. Not pocket square, just pocket. He's got his pocket pens, like most nerds do. Kind of, kind of looks like Lumen. Oh, I know this is fairly off topic, but I had an idea for your guard. Oh, excellent. Yes, please do. He's pulling his hair like Remy. Oh, good. Even better idea. Yeah. It currently just got a single long hair. He's got it wrapped around his hand as well. Scrub it out, and then we give him a second hand with more hair. Looks so cute. Oh no, not me, the nerd, not the Nerd Lumen. Is that what you're rebranding to, Nerd Lumen? Because you're currently like super cool guy Lumen, and now you're gonna be Nerd Lumen. You're gonna be Nerd Lumen. That's mean. That's just bullying. So like, it's an idea I've wanted to do with an actual barbarian in game, where Rage is just a magic girl transformation. Ooh, you're gonna have like a Sailor Moon like transformation. Ah! I'm legit keen to show you specifically, Gray. Yeah. Oh well, I'm excited. I'm excited to see your rebrand. Super Jock Lumen. Yeah. No longer Natty Lumen. I love it. I love both the ideas. Phone is dying. BRB 10 minutes. All good. All good. Yeah, like a... Oh, but yeah, barbarians like Rage being like a magical girl transformation does sound super cool. A Lumen of another kind. Ooh. Lumen 3000, and now he's no longer like charcoal fire, but he's like an industrial lamp. I'm so keen or curious to know, like, find out what it is now that it's been teased. There we go. Little nerd mouse. It's kind of cute. I love them. I love them both. They're both probably really nice. Like, I feel like the natty mouse or the natty rat is probably a really nice guy at the gym. Like, he's probably really friendly, and he's got like, really good advice, but he wouldn't tell you unless you asked for it and things like that. and he'd never get in your face about it as well. He'd be like, well, you know, if you're gonna, there's only one way to learn, you know. If you gotta make a mistake, you're gonna make mistakes or whatever. But then if someone asks him, he's like, oh man, I've got like the best recommendation for like protein and stuff. I think it'd be really nice. But in combat, nightmare. Just absolute terrifying. And go from like underwhelming helmet, topless chain mesh top guard. Oh yeah, like the whole mesh kind of get up. That's cool. And then to something like well spooky or Sailor Moon esque. To Bane esque tank brawl. Ooh, that'd be so cool. I love it. I am working on the concept art for the guards and stuff. So currently the concept art for the guards is just to get down where the chain is like tight. Ooh, even cooler. I like that a lot. I'm currently working on the concept art, so getting the face shapes and facial features right on the guards before I move to actual like full body sketches. So that'll be very useful, and I'll be reaching out to all my mods soon enough to actually get their insights or figure out what they want for their characters and stuff. Question: should I draw my comic traditionally, black or white, or digitally? From what you saw, what looked cooler? That's a good question. I mean, that's a fair question. For me, I started this comic in black and white, and that totally works. That's totally great, and is like it gets your imagery across well. If you're going from traditional to digital, or doing like traditional and then scan into digital, then maybe black and white would be a better recommendation for you, just because then you're not having to, it's not essentially having to start again from the trace once you go into color. But then again, it's also like it wholly depends on how much work you want to put into it as well, I guess. Because like I was very strongly against using color for this comic, and then I changed illustration, like digital platforms for my comic, and so I decided I'd do color instead, and it was a really great decision. But I also wouldn't have been completely against staying with black and white. So it's really kind of up to you. It'll look cool either way. Like for me, my concept is that like at the end of the day, this is gonna look good, and if I enjoyed making it, that's even better. Something about that doesn't look correct. I'll fill that in anyway. Fix it when I go. But yeah, it's completely up to you. I am a big advocate for color comics now, just because from a marketing perspective, a lot more people will will read a color comic, because people like looking at color comics, as simple as it sounds, that is the truth. But also the black and white comics are still staples of comic design. So either way, it'll work and people will like it. You'll have an audience no matter what. Oh no, I won't do color, just black and white for either. Oh, for either or. Oh, sorry, I misread that. I really love black and white comics, but I can't decide whether I should draw it with traditional inks or digital inks. Ooh, that's a good question. What have you been working in more? So what have you been working with for longer? So if you've been working traditional longer, I'd say go traditional. But if you've been working with digital or have a strong interest in digital, then go digital. True, yeah, most read color. I mean, it's fine. Like I said, you'll have an audience for anything. So I always say don't worry about whether or not you do it in color or not. It won't matter. People will read it. You will find an audience. If you are determined, it's a question of time, not if. Both. Okay. Well, then I say do traditional. In that case, do traditional. Because, yeah, at the end of the day, if you change your mind with traditional, you can always go to digital. And you can convert your stuff from traditional to digital. Whereas the other way around is much harder and less doable. So I say do traditional. I'll give you a hardened stance. Do digital. Do digital, thank me later, I guess. Or don't. Either way. It's up to you. You are the master of your own destiny. In many sense. Why has that not been coloured in? Very weird. Alrighty, yeah! And let me know how it goes. Not send me pictures, but keep me updated. Honestly, if you want to keep me updated through, like, if you want to join our Discord, you can post your art and stuff in there as regularly as you want, because I don't stream as often as I could. But I check the Discord pretty much every day. Sometimes I don't respond, but I do check it every day. And there is a character creation. I always like peddle the character creation thing, but that's because it's kind of cool. At least I think so. But there's a character creation section to my Discord where you can include or create characters. You can... What's the word? That's why. You can submit character designs that will be included as background characters in the comic that I'm working on. So if you ever want to do that, then that's also open to you. I haven't set any kind of a limit on characters that you can create or anything like that. The only kind of understanding is that they won't be like dialogue, like characters with dialogue or anything like that. But you are welcome to kind of do that if that's something you want to do. So yeah. But it's one of those things that it kind of makes my life easier, because then I don't have to spend quite as much time doing character design of characters who will be in maybe 3 or 4 panels and nothing else. And then it also gives my community like an opportunity to kind of be a part of it, be a part of the comic, which is like a little thing, but it's a nice way for me to be able to say thank you for being around and helping me out. So yeah. I don't know how my characters will fit into your world, but I'll send stuff over for sure. I do write grim dark. Yeah. Well, like, my process is that I kind of not assimilate. I think assimilate's a bad word, but accommodate people's styles or creations into a fantasy or a high fantasy world. And so, of course, like there are like rules and understandings that you can't put like a sci-fi cowboy into this world, but they could be changed or they could be altered to fit that kind of narrative a little bit better. Ugh. Got a few like really scratchy kind of erased bits of lines which are just yuck. Just a bit yuck to look at. Almost like a little bit of smudge lines and stuff. And we're on to shadows. Wow, I spelled shadow really wrong. And as soon as I say we're on to shadows, I'm about to fix up some line work. But yeah, like, so I've never done. Well, I have done a few comics in traditional. Some of my first comics I ever made were traditional, like illustrations, digitally scanned in. Um, but yeah, this comic I've done completely digitally, just because I wanted to make the process ever so slightly easier to post it online, and then it slowly snowballed into being a full color kind of comic composition and things like that. But I still really like traditional art, and I carry around a sketchbook pretty much everywhere for traditional art. So that is where a lot of my earlier talents and my past kind of lies with. I did traditional art for many years before I even touched digital. So I'm always going to favor it. I mean, it's in my name. I used to work in ink. And then I went digital, and now I'm not going to change my name because Grey Mouse Digital um, just doesn't work. Doesn't work the way Grey Mouse Ink does. Is my comic D&D fantasy? It is, yeah. So it originated from a D&D campaign that never finished. However, with the way that D&D and more specifically Wizards of the Coast has been going, I've slowly made adjustments to step away from D&D referencing. So it's less D&D focused, and now it's more just high fantasy, essentially. Hey, Sal. Well. If it isn't my favorite mouse persona who draws things like mice and mice paraphernalia. Hello, that is what I do. That is in my description. Hello, Sal. How are you? How are your burgers? Or burger-based accoutrement? I'm good. Burgers were banging. That's good to hear. We love to hear that a burger was banging. How have your drawing endeavors been as well, Sal? Because I'm very curious to see your progress. You're back. Welcome back, Lumen. Oh, Loki, welcome. Thank you so much for resubscribing. 13 months. Holy shit. Has it really been that long? That's I mean, that's excellent. So lovely to have you along for so long. That's not the right layer. You're back. Holy moly, what a perfect description. It is. It's just I'm going to have to change my bio cuz that's too good. It's too accurate, if anything. Been tearing through drawing as of recent, loving it. Bought Kip. Wow, I can't read today. Bought Clip Studio because Black Friday sales. Yeah, the sale was so good. It was like $19 for just to buy it outright. Made me cry a little bit because I paid the full price for it. But it's yeah so cool, and I love that it's like any encouragement for you to do art, I'm up for. Any encouragement for anyone to do art, honestly. I love it. So yeah. I'm a big keen bean for it all. Yeah, so cheap. But it's worth full price with how much you used it anyway. Yeah, exactly. It pretty much has paid for itself this year, in all honesty. Like, genuinely, it has pretty much paid for itself this year with all the comic stuff. Uh, and all the coffee like stuff. So I feel like maybe not exactly paid off, but this year it's come pretty close to paying itself off, which is incredible, you know. Hey, at least it's not a pesky subscription. Yeah, I always feel super weird with subscriptions, that's for sure. But I'm slowly coming around to it. Maybe. Maybe. I agree. I love those that it's not a subscription. Yeah, I love that it gives you the option of not doing subscription based. Because, yeah, I do feel uneasy about subscriptions, especially for stuff that you would use quite regularly. Um, in this aspect, anyway. For stuff that you like, a gym or things like that, then sure. Like, a membership makes sense. But for something where a lot of the brunt of what you do with Clip Studio and Procreate, by extension, is that you bring a lot of the materials that you use. Because I also now use Procreate as well with my iPad. And I love that too. Holy shit, Procreate is fantastic. Um, and I don't think one is better than the other. Like, I'm not gonna take a stance on that. I actually fucking adore them both. Clip Studio Paint is fantastic for comic creation. Procreate is incredible for, um, like, concept art, and for my concept art, it is fucking incredible. Um, and yeah, so I have no preference really. Support should be a subscription. A product should be a purchase, and features should be an upgrade cost. I do usually bring my own materials to Procreate. God damn it, Cryo. I also like to procreate. We all look. It's well understood. We all like to procreate. How are you finding drawing on the iPad? I wanted to delve into that, but the iPads are an expensive jumping in point. I agree completely. It took a great deal of convincing for myself to bite the bullet, but I realized that as of next year, there's going to be long periods of time where I'm away from my computer, and I'm likely away from home. You know, if I'm not visiting Melbourne and visiting the absolutely wonderful people there, or working, you know, interstate or anywhere, or traveling to Japan for holidays or things like that, or what have you, I'm gonna be away from my computer a lot. So I needed something that was portable but still good, like still good to use. Um, and holy crap, it's great. Once I, like, it took a little bit of a learning curve. And there were a few settings that are, like, exclusive to the iPad and Procreate, which I just disabled because I just didn't like. But once they were gone, and once I was, like, working with kind of what worked for me, it just became this incredible experience. So I would recommend it, but also only if you're like 100% certain, I think. Mouse, you'll need to do a Procreate tutorial one day for us. I could do that, maybe in person. Yeah, we'll do it. I could do that over drinks. Go to a pub and I can teach you guys Procreate. Teach you guys how to procreate. Oh god. Did I just hear Mouse will abandon us even more next year? Well, I think it'll likely be the same amount of abandonment, but it'll just be more structured. If I could be completely honest with you, it'll just be more structured abandonment. I just bought a new iPad recently after I've had mine for 5 years, and let me tell you something, it's one of the best digital tablets you can have. Yeah, I think the iPad is one of the best pieces of kit you can use if you want portable illustration, for sure. That's, like, to me, without a doubt. I think the main reason I want an iPad, because of no cable portability. Portability? That's fair. Grey Mouse, structured abandonment. Yeah! Next year is the year of structured abandonment. The Cintiq is huge, and the cables are a mess. Yeah, they really are. Like, oh god. And from what I was told when I went to pick up my Cintiq, apparently the cable that you attach to the Cintiq itself is very fragile. So if you have it in a precarious position, it'll break and it's hard to replace. So, I mean, that's fucking terrifying being told that straight out the bat, but it's been fine. But even so, I still have it at the back of my mind. I know it may seem expensive, but it's one that's worth it due to its versatility. Yeah, that's also fair. The iPad, it is a big investment, but I know personally from my own standpoint it's very worth it. Especially if you're drawing a lot or want to draw a lot and want to draw a lot digitally. That was a big thing for me. I just wanted to draw digitally a lot more. The Cintiq itself is lovely though. Oh, it's fantastic. It's beautiful. You're starting to convince me. Which iPads do you guys recommend? For me, the one I have is the 12.9 inch, so it's a big iPad. But, you know, compared to the Cintiq, it's quite small. But it's a nice big, like, screen. It's not too heavy, it's quite light, it's quite portable. The battery life is fantastic. It lasts pretty much all day with Procreate running. So I would, highly recommend the 12.9. So the iPad Pro 12.9, I think is what it's called. The Cintiq is good, even great, but you can buy a good iPad and pencil for the same price. Yeah, thereabouts. And it really does come down to and like depend on what you're going to use it for, because if it's for illustration and stuff and you want to illustrate on the go, or you're catching trams and planes and stuff all the time, then the iPad is probably the best go. But again, you never know, because also the Cintiq is fucking fantastic. I don't think I would ever need because their biggest size is like 22 inch, which is fucking huge, and I don't need that, but I kind of want that. You know? Man, I wish I could last all day with Procreate. You can't? Well, you need that battery update. You need that Procreate update. That lifelong Procreate update. If you want the best, you can get the 12.9 inch iPad Pro, 4th generation, but get the 2nd generation Apple Pencil, since for the most recent one they took off pen pressure. Yeah, it's also not compatible with 1st generation iPad pencils as well. The newer iPads aren't. So if you're going to get something newer, then you also have to get the 2nd generation pen. But the 2nd generation pen is really nice. I actually feel weird using the Cintiq pen because it's not like the iPad pen has a good bit of heft to it, and for those of you who know me well enough, I love something with a nice bit of heft, like a nice bit of weight to it, a nice bit of weight behind it. But then using the Cintiq pen, it's quite light, and it almost feels like because it's not cheap plastic, but it feels like cheap plastic compared to the iPad pen. So for me, that's one of the kind of benefits of the iPad pen. I like a chunky pen. I like things chunky. For those of you who know me, that's not a surprise. I don't know why I'm saying this shit. Talking about drawing tablets and procreating. Ain't nothing better than a weighty pen. I love a weighty pen. My mechanical pencils have like a bit of weight to them because I fucking love the feeling of just... I almost said something heavy in my hands. I love the feeling of something heavy and metal in my hands. Jesus Christ. Just grabbed a guide. Don't mind me. Didn't mean to do that. I mean, I'm not surprised that I've only done one panel so far, and it's been almost 2 hours. It's been so engulfed with good chat, good conversation. Oh, I've got details to draw. Chunky pen is mightier than just procreating. Can I justify it for Christmas? Can you get a tax write-off for it? That's an even better question. If you're not feeling the pain after our ubiquity project, sure. Good things take time. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And I know it's like these kind of processes do take time. I think the fact that I gave myself a deadline and now I'm 5 days away from it definitely makes it feel like I'm gonna be putting too much pressure on myself, and I know that. So I need to make that extra effort to not do that, essentially. Chunky pen is mightier than the flaccid sword. Exactly. Exactly. Nobody wants a flaccid pen. Just buy a chunky pen. I mean, I don't know. My brain is shutting down. Grey mass brain shutting down. Boop, boop, boop. Forgot to do that. Should get closer. There we go. No. There we go. Yes, but no. There we go. Yes. Perfection. Okay, I think if I decide to do more drawing away from your desk often or my Cintiq breaks, I'll upgrade to the iPad. That's fair. I think that's a good rule set to have. Because you may find, now that we've recommended these like options to you, you might realize that, oh, I'm doing a lot of drawing at my computer, so maybe I don't need... Where's but you may not need something to travel with or something more portable. You may not need that functionality. So, when it comes down to it, just give yourself some time and then you'll figure it out. King Julian. Grey mouse brain shutting down. Booting up Mort. Take a rest, Grey mouse. Currently draw at your desk, mostly. And so we shall fight. But King Julian, I loved you. Mort, you cut off my fucking legs. I cannot move it anymore. Cry on the adventure, you son of a bitch. I was trying to have a conversation with my friend. Oh, I'm back to normal. I always forget when the hat goes away I could stop. How long does he have to do this? Just a minute. It's not that long. You hate him compared to how much I love him. You hate him compared to how much I love him. I love them. The worst part is my cheeks hurt so much from smiling after having done that. After having sold my soul so cheaply for a Mort impression. What is a way of life, not a minute by night? That's the absolute limit. I can do it without destroying my voice the next day. You know how hard it is to explain to my coworkers that my voice is gone because I was doing a Mort impression? It's very hard to explain. Hey Gray, what's the art style called when you have no outline, kind of like the PNG tuber I've got now? I'm not sure. I think it'll be like... actually I have no idea. I think it's not... I'm almost going to just throw out names. I actually don't know, if I'm being completely honest. I've heard it referred to as like sticker style, but that's pretty vague, you know. But I can't be sure. Yeah, it's hard to explain because you've lost your voice. Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. We'll have to go, but I'll be coming back to your streams. You seem like a chill streamer. Oh, thank you. And I joined the Discord, although I probably won't be active much. That's totally okay. Don't use Discord much. That's, yeah, completely fine. Like, the Discord's just there in case you need it or you're interested in getting updates and things like that. So don't feel like you have to be active. It's totally okay if you're not. But I'll keep you updated. Laters. Have a good evening or day, artist. See you next time. Because, yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, the art styles that I know the name of. I think I've said this before, but I didn't even know what rendering was in an artistic perspective until recently. Like, from an artistic point of view. Or definition until recently. So, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it would be called. The Adobe style, I guess. Hentai. No! It's not... Not everything is hentai. Kaya! Oh yeah, that's hentai. Oh! Trying to befriend Twitch. We're trying to keep Twitch on our good side. I don't want to have to move to TikTok streams. Please. I don't want to go to TikTok. Oh, Mass, you have more self-control than I do watching one episode a day. When I watched Jobless Reincarnation, I did the first season in 2 days. Everything can be hentai. No, Loki! No! Don't encourage him. You're lucky I can't time out Cryo. That is an issue, isn't it? Everything is hentai to the tune of everything is a drum. Oh no! Everything is hentai. I know this. Yeah. Oh no. I've given him too much power. Yeah, it's one of those things. I feel like I don't have enough time sometimes for anime, which breaks my heart. I want to watch more Jobless Reincarnation though, because I am getting into it. But yeah, it's almost like, yeah, I'm struggling to find time right now with Christmas looming upon us. Are you looming? Lumen? Yeah, so I'm trying my best, but I am also struggling to find time, which sucks. And I'm gonna move my my Crunchyroll subscription to my iPad so then I can watch it while I'm on break, cause I want to watch anime during the times I'm not worrying about anything. I want to watch the animes. And not worry about having to draw up a comic really quick for a self-imposed deadline that I didn't need to do, but I did anyway because I'm a fool. You will pay for this. Did you know this wall is hentai? Do you know this wall is hentai? What? No way. Everything can be hentai. And most things are. Is this everything is hentai if you try hard enough? No. You're just not looking at the world correctly. Everything already is hentai. Even this small vat of deep fat fryer oil that I just randomly have in this room for some reason. Just to explain that there's no limitation. Self-imposed deadlines are good, give you motivation. Oh yeah, I feel that motivation. I got 5 days left and I'm fucking sweating. Borden, when you came to me 10 years ago, you told me everything was hentai. Oh, Broden. When she gives you that hentai look, oh god, everything is hentai, brother Mark. You said everything is a drum. It's because everything is a drum. It's not working. Oh wait, no, it's working now. Everything's a drum. Everything's a drum. God, those lads are funny. This feels like it's maybe the wrong kind of angle. Considering hentai just means perverted, technically anything can be hentai if you're depraved enough. Yeah, that's true. That's hard to deny. You were just watching it wrong. Oh no. Oh god, what a dogged existence. Been looking at everything wrong my whole life. How could I be so stupid? How could I be so foolish? Need shadow layer. I'll need the Shido layer. I'll need the Shido realm. Which is also hentai. Apparently. Oh. There we go. On the hentai topic, was anyone else very confused when the show Euphoria came out? I was just thinking, what happened to the world for that one to become mainstream? Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it is like, from what I've seen, Euphoria is very weird. Very abnormal in a sense. Next one, over the shoulder shot. Yay. I'm gonna take some water. I watched Euphoria, dramatic teens galore. Yeah, very dramatic. I didn't think, like, my high school life wasn't that dramatic. It was a bit dramatic, but it's because I was a teenager. But not that dramatic. Please specify what Euphoria y'all are referring to, because now I'm very nervous again. Oh wait, is Euphoria like a hentai? Well, like that, because I think we're talking about the American TV series. I don't think we're talking about... Is there an anime called Euphoria? Actually, that wouldn't surprise me. Euphoria seems like a very much like anime name. I mean, there's an anime called Isekai as a vending machine and what have you. The TV show, yeah. What are you talking about, Loki? Is there something I need to be adding to my Crunchyroll list? Or not adding to my Crunchyroll list? Euphoria is one of the most deranged hentai out there, and you could refer to it as dramatic teens galore. Oh shit. Yeah, we don't mean that one then. I mean, it's fascinating how those just kind of coincide somehow, just because of the same name. It's like, thank God we didn't continue with that mistake, that misunderstanding. Just both Sal and I are just like, oh, but it's, I'd watch it again, or whatever. Or I wouldn't watch it again, it was too boring, or whatever. I haven't seen Euphoria, so I have no idea. I only know of it. But we're just like, oh yeah, it's like, pretty good. Zendaya's in it. And then Loki's like, what? The hentai? Euphoria's basically Saw, but hentai. Oh, Jesus, that's such a visceral mental image. I don't even know where to go from there. There is an underdog anime that gets good about halfway in. It's not very well known. It's called One Piece. Fucking... Learn it. I'm watching One Piece. I am watching One Piece. Slowly. So I'm not going to be back on it for a while. But I am watching it, sort of. Lumen, you bastard. Hat got it. And the mental image is nicer than the show. I don't even want to. Now I'm actually afraid of that show to a certain extent. I don't even want to. I do not want to watch it. I'm fearful now. I am afeared. Oh, that's better. Sort of. Greymouse underscore spooked. And not the good kind of spook. E. Just clarifying. In all honesty though, I've got a ton of really awesome anime from the 2000s to the 2010s. They're short and they're good. Ooh. Well, lay them on me. I love me an anime recommendation, and I'd love to actually be watching anime while I'm on break in December. And it's from 2011 when someone came into Cali's talking about Euphoria. I almost banned them on Reflex. You know what? That's fair. Better to be safe than sorry, right? Be gone. We will not have that deranged shit here. And he's just like, Zendaya was my favorite character. And then just banned. We never saw them again. I loved Hunter Schafer's outfits. And then gone forever. Gone. Poof, purged. I did a lightning round of older anime that, while we're not 10 out of 10, we're certainly good. Yeah, I'll be sure to read them either tonight or tomorrow night. Because keen to update my list. while I get the actual Steins Gate. Because I still haven't gotten that yet. I'm getting it, but I haven't got it yet. Does that look like a hand? Yes, but that doesn't look like a thumb. Hold on. Hold on, gang. Oh, that's gonna rely on shadows to make that look like a thumb, isn't it? Yeah. Which is okay, I expected as much. I may also have to redo that line, just so that it's a little bit more. I mean, it's also a big thumb for Ratchet, so I'll shrink it down, do a bit of a shrinky dink. And then, yeah. Oh, jeez. It's too thick of a thumb for a little goblin. For a wee babby goblin. Wee Babus goblin. That's better, sort of. There we go. Ordered my school live manga today. Should get them in by Tuesday of next week. Cool. Nice. That's also a thing that I should get back into. Manga. Speaking of, I should fucking finish my volumes of Akira, because I got Akira volume 3 and 4 for Christmas last year and I haven't read them yet. From my Secret Santa, which I have to do again this year. Got 2 Secret Santas, one for work, one for friends. And I like it. I like that we do Secret Santa, because it means I don't have to buy everyone presents. Not that I wouldn't, but I've found, I guess I like giving presents and gifts and stuff, but I feel like I'm just not good at it. Not as good at it as other people. And I don't know if it's an effort thing or a time thing or just a skills thing. But I'm just not very. I always feel like I'm not very good at it. I was looking at Jobless Reincarnation, and there are 25 light novels. Not all translated, might start getting one a month. Oh, cool. Alright, here we go. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Hunter x Hunter, Code Geass, Samurai Champloo, Steins Gate, One Punch Man, My Hero Academia, Tengen, Toppa, Gurren Lagann, Black Lagoon, Psychopass, Summer Wars, Kill la Kill, Ergo Proxy Log Horizon Season 1, The Boy and the Beast. Don't worry, Lumen, I've watched Steins Gate Zero. Pause for dramatic effect. Little smug mouse face. Thinking that was Steins Gate. And then I got to episode 12 and I was like, this isn't Steins Gate. Oh no, it's fine. I'm gonna buy Steins Gate on DVD or for myself because it's not on Crunchyroll, which is tragic. Heartbreakingly tragic. But I'll get it and I'll watch it. Um, and I'll like know a little bit about it because I watched Steins Gate Zero. So yeah, there's that. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I'm a fool. It doesn't matter. I need to. I actually have a map. I have a map of Kaitiaki that I will probably need to add. But not to this panel because I can add the map into the details page. But I will need to grab that map soon. Themes be my favorites. That's fair. Thems be your favorites. Those are all really good. I've watched My Hero Academia. I liked it, and then I stopped watching it for a little while. Not for any particular reason. I just stopped. Good, very good. You're number 3. Great, good, great, good, great. Top 10, great. Never saw, great. Top 5, never saw. Sal. Oh, Sal. What's your favorite anime? You strike me as a fan of Yuri on Ice. Prison School. Oh shit. I don't know. I was trying to think of any anime that was like had a very specific fan base, but my brain just couldn't do it. Summer Wars and The Boy and the Beast are movies. You'll love them. A person of culture, I see. Yes. Yes. Sal is definitely a person of culture. Very refined palate, that one. I don't know why I said that. Don't matter, I said it now. Prison School is on your top 10 and recommend for him to watch. Him! That one. Sal also likes Food Wars. I enjoyed Food Wars. I did too. Meat Meat is my favorite character. She is. It's not even a joke. I'm laughing because I gave that information away for free. Most people would have to be tortured for that. High School of the Dead, Food Wars is great. Yeah! I mean, yeah, it is. It is good, and I actually love to cook some of the recipes from it. Because it is an anime, but like, fuck, they look good. They look very edible. What about Beastars though? High School of the Dead is your top 10. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about that. Beastars, I like the story in Beastars. I have some of the manga as well, because I also use it quite for like motivation as well, because the art style is very rudimentary in the manga. So it helps remind myself that I'm like, I don't, I shouldn't like be forcing myself or, to draw something that maybe I can't draw, when I should just be drawing because I want to draw and stuff like that. Because um, Paru Itagaki is the illustrator for, or the creator of Beastars, and her art style is fairly, straightforward. My favorite cooking show is Campfire Cooking in Another World with my absurd skill. Oh, a very good anime name. Anime title, that's the word I'm looking for. Cool. I've not heard of that one. But I've not heard of many, so yeah, that's on me. um, oh, actually, I need to get them both lenses. Fuck, this is the last page of chapter 2. I'm gonna finish it this year. I have to now at this point. But like, holy shit, I will have done 2 chapters in 1 year, which is just so fucking, like, I feel a little bit of pride. A little bit of that thing called pride. It feels good. And I'm gonna do retrospectives on my coffee. So at the end of every chapter, I'll talk about the process and talk about my own mental and emotional state while doing each chapter and stuff like that. I thought that'd be cool because I'm a big fan of Arnie, another streamer, and she does like word vomits every month. And I was like, I should do something like that. I should verbalize the process, but I should do it at the end of every chapter. Because I feel like I would be doing too much otherwise. If I was doing it every month, just talking about how I was feeling, or how I was feeling with the comic every month, that would be a bit much. Isekai Dude gets a whole level familiar because of his cooking. A god level familiar because of his cooking makes it provides the meat for the meals. Hilarity and crashed global economy follows. Oh, good. Dude gets a gold level. Okay. I understand now. My little brain forming the words and slowly coming to an understanding. But what about Interspecies Reviewers? Another high-class anime. I don't know that one. That we could only watch on Pornhub. Oh, shit. Color me surprised. Color me caught unaware. And that was a really simple panel. Wow. Onto shadows. Ow. Have yet to get to Interspecies Reviewers. Fair. Oh, and I need to hit multiply. There we go. I think I should probably add that bush that was in front of Ratchet as well, because it's not there now. Both anime I showed while Moni was away had nipples in them. Didn't plan it that way, and honestly, I'm impressed. Got the old nipple Um, duality. While Moni's away, the nipples I will display. It's fun. Is it fun? Is it fun, Cryo? Are you trying to trick me? Am I gonna feel scandalized watching this? Huh? Huh? Gonna have to clutch my pearls in shock at what you've presented before me. It's hentai. That's one trend I don't like, is now most modern anime, unless they're two interspecies reviews levels, have characters as smooth as a Barbie doll. It is hentai adjacent. Oh, okay. Well, that makes it okay then. That's fine. If it is adjacent, then it may as well not be the thing. We'll see. I might get around to it. I might get around to it. You never know. You don't know me. Hentai is adjacent. Hentai adjacent is still hentai. Yeah, exactly. Because everything is hentai. As we have discussed. As we have established in this stream. That's like saying mostly dead equals dead. True. I mean, nobody's wrong here at this point. Not really. There we go. And then that, and then that, and then that. Yep, 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 yep. Everything is hentai. Everything is. Don't fucking chanting that shit in my chat. I'm trying to build a chill, wholesome community. Oh wait, I have you guys as my mods. That was never gonna happen. Softcore. Oh god. Twitch, please. I don't want to have to go to. I almost said I don't want to have to go to Tinder streams. I don't want to have to go to TikTok streams. Please. You're ruining his groove. You're throwing me off my groove. My groove. No one can ever know that while I was drawing this panel we were talking about hentai and softcore porn. They can't be in the artist or the creator's notes. That just can't be a thing. This little skeleton. A little dancing skeleton. Oh, fuck. There you go. You might need to put a little G for general rating on my stream. Oh, that yeah, probably. Keep the horny thoughts at bay. I'm sorry, sir, you have thrown off the Emperor's groove. Namely, Cry of the Adventurer. Yes. It should just have like a constantly updating reference system on my stream. It starts off at G, and then as we talk on stream and stuff, it slowly becomes PG, and then M, and then eventually R, and then I get banned. And then I'm dancing on the street for pennies. Then C. Yeah, exactly. I remember as a kid, like with that classification system, being like, oh, like so like nervous about it. Whereas it's like, oh, I saw the cover of an R-rated movie, and it 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 looked naughty. And then now I'm just like, I think I've seen like 3 or 4, you know, R-rated movies that were like pretty common, like marketed pretty normally. I mean, fair, but it wasn't me who first mentioned hentai, I think. It can be hard to be certain on these streams, let's be honest. It's very hard to blame me though. This isn't a giggle stream, alright guys. I am pretty wholesome. I am pretty well behaved. I think after reading the ancient scripts, I'm unsure of my innocence. It was you who responded to hentai. Amazing. That's why they're my mods. Meticulous. Honest. Good. I think that's that for shadows as well. So we're almost through, just need to make details. I blame Mouse, he mentioned that he brings his materials to Procreate first. No! I mean, you got me there, you got me banged to rights there. I do bring materials to Procreate. I did hit start stream. Like, no one can be blamed for that but me. Really. None of you could have been here on this stream before I was, so really, the blame should lie with me. I didn't stop it. Your drawing's complete? Hey, good on you, Sal. Do you wanna maybe share it with us? You can always say no, but we'd love to see it. We would love to see the beautiful art. As I finish up this panel. I wonder what I'm moving on to. I've forgotten what I'm drawing in the next panel. Share. Sure, I'll put it on Discord. I don't know how many Sal hours it took. Damn, that sounds like a fair few Sal hours. Literally, the first mention of hentai was me just single word message hentai. Yeah, well, you know, you are consistent as a character on these streams and in your own life, of course. But yeah, just pure hentai. And then we started. You are a crime and all. A criminal. Newbies. There's Anubis. I know who's new. It's the artist. Crow the perverted troll. Yes. We all have a role to play, though. That's the thing. And Crow plays it well. Lumen the fucking... Yeah. Gray the mouse. Ink. I don't know. I do not know. Give me a moment, guys. I need to go grab a little book that has my map in it. Popped it in my community art channel. Ooh, we'll check that out once I get right back from collecting a book. Be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. Ow, my legs. Alright, guys. Immediately leaves. Get back here, you son of a bitch. I am back. The book was in my kitchen. And now, before we go to drawing maps and stuff, let's check out this amazing art. Oh, yes. This is the one I've seen. Would you mind if I popped it on stream, Sal? Wow, it's so bad he had to leave. Oh, no. I don't mind. Okay, cool. I'll pop it up. Give me a moment. It's public facing now. Fair. Fair enough. Pop it there. It's beautiful. I'll tell you what, I've actually like full admission here. I actually have not used your art, but I used your art as like a reference to add those kind of hair light streaks, because I really like the way you do it. For mine, like I do a lot of like squiggles and stuff, so I've been using yours as kind of a reference for more front-facing hair, because it's really good. You've done an amazing job. I have to use references too. Yeah, I mean references. It's part of the job almost. You're not gonna be able to do like draw an image exactly right 100% of the time. Like even one of the grandmasters, like modern grandmasters of art, Kim Jung-ji, he doesn't draw everything. He draws everything from memory, but he doesn't draw proportion. Like he doesn't care for proportions and things like that. So he'll get those wrong, both intentionally and it's beyond his power because he's not really using a reference. So yeah, and using a reference is great as long as like you're not really tracing and stuff. I think tracing is another thing entirely, but like, yeah, you got to use references sometimes. It's totally normal. I just use Sal. Yeah. Thanks. I need to figure out what's next. That's fair. It's something will come to you. Back to my stream. I gave the cat Ted's fur pattern too, and his eye color. This will be going in your office. First piece of art for it. Yeah, nice. That's a really nice piece to have in your office. It's a good looking piece. It's very lovely looking. It's cute. I like it. I wish I could hang things up on my wall, because I recently printed the chapter 1 cover for a poster for Loki, and genuinely it looks so fucking good. I would probably hang up my own like cover art. I also have like a bunch of Berserk posters done by Warwick Wong, which are fantastic, and I'm not allowed to put adhesive on the walls, so I can't put it up there yet, which really disappoints me, but it's super cool. One day I'll be able to hang those up. One day. But sadly today is not that day. Alright, now to draw the map of Kaitiaki. Essentially it looks like this. This man is drawing a peepus. This man is drawing a peepus. I'm not drawing a peepus. The withered rise. Down. It actually probably should be about here. About there. Nice peepus. Feels odd. How is it light outside but it's 8:30? Good question. It is. There's still sunlight. No peepus on stream. This is a family peepus. I mean stream. Must be cold. I'm gonna hydrate. Thank you, Milky, for redeeming hydrate. Oh man, sometimes water is just the tastiest thing ever. Hey, how you doing, Milky? It's lovely to see you, as always. I was reading, so this book, I Can Almost Breathe Again. Oh, good. That's great to hear. Oh, it's because you were feeling, like, unwell recently, so I'm sorry to hear that. But I'm glad that you sound like you're getting better. Actually, I'm about to go for a walk because it's still light and cooling down. Yeah, definitely do it. I think it's been warm as hell here in Adelaide, so I fully recommend going for a nice walk because it'll mean, like, the sunset and the evening will be fantastic. Don't get mugged, bruv. Still sucking back snot, but that is progress. Yeah, exactly. You've got the, air capacity to suck back snot, so it's something. So I'm gonna do a coastline. I'm gonna have to draw this map multiple times, but that's like totally okay. Because I really like this map. This is the first map I ever drew as a player in a D&D campaign. Because Ratchet was the first character I ever really played in a D&D campaign. I'm too intimidating to be mugged. That's fair. That's fair. Okay. So we got a set of mountains. Here, the Withered Rise. It's a bit ramshackle, but that's okay. Some maps do look like that, So I'm gonna just... I can totally mug Crow the Adventurer. Yeah. Crow's gonna be like walking down the street and then Lumen's gonna sneak up behind him and smash a mug over his head. Can I DM you? Get to it at your time. I need another set of eyes and a poster I'm trying to make. Yeah, absolutely. Please feel free to DM me for stuff that you want a second opinion on. I'd be more than happy to do that. It would be scalding. What, the mug? Or the stuff inside the mug? Or would you just pop the mug in the microwave? And this is Apollo's... I'm not going to write it. Fuck that, actually. Sorry. Apollo's Moona, which is near Moonkiss City. The stuff in the mug. I have 2 Snap 30 mugs, so he's gotta play catch up. Nice. Mugged them twice. Nice. Shall I make a Lumen mug? Ooh. Mayhaps. I'd love a Lumen mug. Can I have a Lumen mug? I want a mug that shows my dear friend Lumen. And I want a Crow the Adventurer mug. Because I also need more mugs. And because both of you guys are Melbourne based, you'll have those cool mugs that are like curved. Give me the curved mugs. I want them. They're amazing. I found one in Adelaide, and that's it. I want more mugs. I want more good mugs, like those ones that hold coffee. Coffee well. That's Withered Rise. This is Kaitiaki. And then there's a small island down the bottom called Pavia. Okay, sent. Thank you. I will check it out later on in the evening once I finish stream. Thanks, Maz. My pleasure, Milky. I'm always happy to check out people's work. If I do sell it, it will be high quality, which is usually expensive, but at cost price. Oh, that's very good of you, Lumen. I definitely appreciate that, but I'll pay any price I must to get that mug, as opposed to 2D mug. Let me explain this. I got it. Oh wait, no, this is more of my comic. The mug I'm talking about. My mugs are just on Redbubble and cost price because I don't want to make money for that shit. That's fair enough. I get that. I'm thinking every year I might try a different kind of, like with each Black Friday sale, I'm going to try a different kind of merchandise, and I wouldn't be against doing mugs for my next one. But so the mug I'm talking about, like the mug type I'm talking about that I found only in Melbourne, is this one. Yours will be 4D, that's good. It's just a simple promo poster, but I've been working on it too long. That's fair. I mean, I get that. And you're too into it, so you feel like you either can't see faults with it, or you can only see faults in it, or things like that. My mug will be DD. Your mug will be 4D. I might just go to Kmart and make it and send it. My mug will navigate through time as well. My mug will travel through space as I throw it at your head. Does your mug jugs contain milk? Oh my god. Okay, so this mug I'm talking about before we descend into chaos yet again. It's like normal at the top. They're also like, again, hefty. It's like slightly heftier. It's a heftier mug than most mugs I know. But then it goes like this. It like it does that. Your mum. Oh, my mum got chucks. It like that. Does one of them. It does one of them. You know what I mean? Autocorrect. The noise makes me uncomfy. Lol, I don't know why. I see it. Yeah. Have you ever had one of those like little sticks that had like, one of those like little sound sticks that when you turn it goes one of them? Yeah. I do that all the time because I can do that with my voice. Or I make it like horrifically nasal for just no reason. I do that. So anytime, I've made it a joke in D&D every so often where it's like, oh, seems to be a random tube, and I'm like, oh, cool, a tube. Dork. Of course. I'm making a comic. I'm making a comic about a little goblin. I mean, that was very well established long before I made that noise. I'm sorry but I can find an inverted curved mug, but I will not add that mooing contraption. I would. I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be the mug I sell. It's gonna have like one of those inside it, so when people are drinking, when they like take a sip of their coffee, it just goes ooh, oh, you know. Of course, you know. I've been saying it for like 5 minutes at this point. Y'all know what I'm talking about now. Like the old twisting toy, yeah, that one. Exactly. That's gonna be the next redeem. I just talking for like 5 minutes. I should make a model of that where it's like the animation for talking is just it spinning, like going one way up and then one way down. I love it. It sounds so fucking dumb. I love it. Wow, that was not what I wanted to do. I say as I do the exact same thing again. There we go. The temptation to just send a video of my impression of that toy is powerful. Do it! Yeah, just pop it into vids. Just see just a video of Crow just never fails to make me chuckle. Just the idea of it. Just this. It's the stupid fucking sound. It's so good. Alright, bet, give me a moment. About to start your walk. Fair enough. Have a good walk. Don't get mugged. Don't get Don't let it happen to you. None of us want to see that happen. Maybe Lumen a little bit. That's because Lumen is evil. I'm coming with you? Oh, sweet. I haven't been outside all day. I mean, I have, but not much because I've got a new tattoo, so I was trying not to move very much today. Because it's on my ribs. And I fucking did not want to bump it because this was maybe one of the most painful tattoos I've gotten in recent times. So bumping it just hurts like fucking hell. So yeah, don't want that. Didn't want that happening, so I just stayed at home, worked from home. Didn't put myself in danger, essentially. Didn't put myself in harm's way. And we can draw a slightly more detailed, or not detailed, but more comprehensible version of the map. Now that it's fully open. And it will contain like a better look at the Withered Rise, parts of Kaitiaki that we may get to see, other parts of Kaitiaki that we won't get to see, but will be cool to hear about. Yeah, no, the huge. And I'm going to draw that in details again because I do not want to draw that in the line work. Just is the wrong kind of effort for me. We'll start at the easy part. Digress. And then pick out the best pieces. The best pieces. All the map pieces. Colouring has gotten so much easier, that's for sure. And I blame Sunny for it, because Sunny taught me how to colour in quickly. Which I appreciate, because it means I'll actually reach this deadline as well, not having to fill in every single space. Shit. Gonna make a monk with a quarterstaff that goes. Oh shit! Wrong color. I use multi-attack. I channel my ki. Channel my ki, Kai. Ki. And I cast Debilitating Strike. I just jolted in a direction that made my tattoo hurt. Not worth it. Not worth the joke. I channel my Kia. Channel my Kia. I jingle my keys. I invoke the power of my Kia. And I just run down the enemy, essentially. You run over the big bad's head with your Kia. He died. You win. You win Baldur's Gate. Congratulations. Yippee! I've never played Baldur's Gate. Can you tell? Is that what one of the, like, the Baldur's Gate DLC is just Kia? Kia update. And then it's just like, oh, there's a monk subclass, which is just a Kia, he's just a Kia Rio. Yeah, exactly. Summon my steel Kia Rio. In a steel Kia Rio I ride. I'm wanted, dead, or alive. I don't know enough like Kia ads to like spoof one, so I'm not going to. But just imagine just a Kia ad which is just set in Baldur's Gate. And they're just like, this is not going to appeal to anybody. And then Kia sales go up exponentially. And then they realize that their target audience are, you know, nerds. But good nerds that treat their Kias well. I got no idea where I'm going with this. This joke is not working for me. Hold on. Make my brush bigger. It's like my brain just latches onto the joke in chat, and I'm like, as I'm talking, I'm just like, oh, what if it was like, and my brain's like, nah. It's like that guy, like, hey, what are you listening to? And he just goes, nah. Sorry. Nah. And then he just leaves. So it's like the weirdest fucking TikTok I've seen, where somebody else is like, oh, hey, what you listening to? And the guy just pulls his headphone out and he just goes, nah. And then like looks at them really awkwardly, and then he just like, okay, see ya. And then he leaves. It's like, that was weird. And like, knowing the internet, it's probably staged. It's almost certainly staged. But it's so weird. And like I found with that trend, it'll either be like staged and just not funny, or staged and super fucking weird. And I find that my Instagram now, like, really, it purely recommends me, like, anime TikTok stuff. Bruh. Dude, check vids. Hold on. I need to check vids. I have to. Did you do it? Oh, that's a beautiful sunset. One take one, I love it. Oh, what a beautiful sunset. Got it in one and it's perfect. Oh my god, yeah, no. Oh my god, that hurt me. That hurt me, that was so funny. What a beautiful sunset. Well, oh god, how am I gonna recover from that? Now I gotta put it on Insta. Oh, it's good. It's that. No, you gotta post that. Yeah, that's so funny. I love that. I love that. I needed that. Shame is nobody. Yeah. Oh, no, I can't. I shouldn't be laughing so much. The tattoo on my ribs is aching. My knees weakening. Arms are shaking. Details. Oh, Jesus. Fucking click. Oh. Just recovering now. Because, like, I knew you were going to do that. And then, like, I saw the sunset and it almost put my brain into a false sense of security as well. And I was like, oh, it's just a video of the sunset. And it's like, oh no, it's the thing we talked about and you told me you were going to do. But my brain was like, no, he won't do it. And then I need to draw the map again. Where's my little book? Where's my little book? And let me grab... Because, like, I could draw it from that. However, it's on an angle. It has a series of different planes than this one does. So... Where's this drawing? I also think it has, this little book has one of the first drawings I ever did of Ratchet as well. And like he's remained fairly consistent art-wise. But yeah, it's also very cute to look back on. He's now a fully fledged comic character in his own comic. You did it, buddy. There's the Peepus. Rise. Down. That and that. Yeah, it looks like a large kind of arched plateau. And it's got a little bit at the bottom here as well. Near Pivala. And this is the continent that the main series will be in. The spin-offs will not all, like they won't all be in Kaitiaki. Well, some will be kinda near Kaitiaki. But this is the only one that takes place purely in Kaitiaki. So we'll get to know Kaitiaki quite well. Since we're not really leaving it too much. There will be sections that will be outside of it, but not with Ratchet too much. So Apollo's Muna. The Withered Rise. I've not actually been given a whole lot of but getting the idea now that Ratchet's about here. That's where he is. 'Cause the location, for those of you who have seen the stream starting screen, the Withered Rise is the mountain that we're looking at, that you see. And Moonkiss City, which is in the crest which we might see. You never know. But I don't want to spoil anything. Don't want to give too much away. But we might see, you know, the moon-kissed city. We might see other cities and other continents. You never know. You never know. I mean, I know. You don't. I still laugh. Just posted it. Nice. I'll be sure to give that one a like. That was a very good quality post. And there's a big continent here. Not that close here, but like sort of there. Should save. Speaking of laugh, there was a Reddit post that had me in tears yesterday. Oh yeah? Alright, gonna lurk while I walk for a bit, actually watch where I'm going. That's fair, that's probably a good call. I probably won't be streaming for too much longer, but we shall see, because the next panel is a map, so I may as well do that today. Make sure Sal and Luma don't mug you, that's probably a good call. Oh, hold on. There needs to be light in this one. And there needs to be light in the last one as well, because forgot. Yeah, I'll post it for you to watch after stream. Yeah, please do. I love a good laugh. Anything that makes me laugh, like, it sticks in my brain forever. I've talked about that video of that bear mascot falling over, which had me in stitches, and had me crying. It was that funny to me. Okay, you have to watch it. I will definitely watch it. I'll give it a squiz. Oh, that was something my tattoo artist kept saying. She kept saying, I'll give it a squiz. And I was like, I've never met somebody who also says, I'll give it a squiz as much as this tattoo artist. She was great. I was like, you say give it a squiz a lot. Okay, this would be fucking insanely easy to draw. I say that, I'm gonna, like, if I fuck it up, I'm gonna be miserable about it. Oh, you do say that? That's fair. Other than Lumen and this tattoo artist. And then I essentially just... Oh, I shouldn't fill it in, should I? There's very little line work, but I'm gonna do the line work. Do it properly. Grey mouse. I usually say I'll have a geese. That's fair. That sounds like something you would say. Creo, I'll give it a geese, the adventurer. I'll give it a squiz. Sounds sexual and I'm all for it. Hey, we've converted Loki to the I'll give it a squiz crowd. Unless you're already saying it, that is. I don't want to assume. Oh, that's just angled. I say I'll give it a squiz if someone asks me to look at something. And then I say cool beans a lot. And that's weird for most people. I'm the youngest person in my workplace, And so anytime I say something like that, they're just like, it must be what the young people are saying nowadays. They're not that much older than me, but like more accurately, give us a geese. That's good. That kind of tracks for you. Give us a geese. Give us a geese. That's not bad. No, the thumb doesn't work there. Give Ratchet a slightly different thumb position there. My favorite saying is from Australia, I'm not here to fuck spiders. Yeah, that's true. That, though I'll admit, that one I only recently heard about. You're getting old, getting grey hairs. Yeah, I am starting to age. Starting to truly age. I'm no longer grey mouse, I'm grey muzzy. I don't know if that makes any sense. But y'all get what I mean. Funny you say that. My favorite saying is, I'm here to fuck spiders. Well, that is Lumen. That is Lumen down to a T. You can't really... Lumen has never gone with the grain. He is, you could say, a grain-free bread of a man. And we love him for it. I'll be sure to send them your way then, Lumen. That's good, he'll appreciate that. Oh my god, there are so many spiders, but I only have the one penis. I'll see myself out. Try to females only, please. Did I say grussy? No, I said grey muzzy. I just saw an owl. Oh no! Watch out! Based on my comic, that could mean either a really good thing or a really bad thing. Run, Creo! Run! He's friendly, but not that friendly. That's gonna lead to... I mean, that could lead to theories. He's having a hoot of a time, I bet. He would do. Not going to reveal one way or another, but there is an owl. At some point. In my comic. It dove and took a cousin of yours, I think. No, my cousin! Ah, it's fine. We have plenty. There are plenty others. The house of mouse is abundant. Fruitful, some would say. Maybe a little too fruitful, let's be honest. For those of you who are Australian and know of the mouse plague, you get what I mean. And I know it was an owl because it made zero noise. Oh shit, that's scary. Confirmed grey mouse is actually racist to other mice. Whoa! We can't start a rumor like that. Not racist to other mice. I'm anti-populist to other mice. The mousehold. No! I don't hate other mice. I like mice, but there are lots of us. Do you know how crowded the mouse Arby's gets? Very crowded. And that's my problem. Dead mouse is gonna be pissed. And do you want them to be culled? Not really. I just wish that the mouse Arby's wasn't always so full. Well, I could mention that part of Jobless, the one I was talking about you might want to incorporate, but the evolution of symbolism. The same object can symbolize different things to the same character based on their growth as a character. Ooh, yeah, I do like that. That does sound really interesting. There were less of them. Mouse, hashtag mouse, racist mouse. That's gonna come up one day. If this comic, like, really takes off, then one day someone's gonna be like, wait, what's this mouse, racist mouse? Hashtag. And I won't be able to escape it. I'll be like, there were, there were claims at one point about me being a mouse racist. And I'm not. I'm not racist to mice. I just wish my Arby's didn't have so many mice in it. Underscore ink. No. My face hurts so much from smiling. I just want to go to a Boost Juice and I don't have to wait for 30 minutes in a line for to get my Jamba Juice. You say you were hungry because there were too many mice hangry because there were too many mice in Arby's. Yeah, had to wait like 30 minutes for my Arby's. I can't believe it's not beef sandwich. I don't know what Arby's do. Grey mouse equals rodent genocide. Oh no. My fragile public image. After all those things I said about... Actually, what have I been quite vocal about? I don't know. That's plenty of things, really. Oh, that's too dummy thick. Hold on, I'm gonna do it that way. Draw backwards for a moment. And then I'll probably have to make this bigger, because that doesn't fill the map space. Bet you were glad the Black Plague was over. We were fine. We, the mice, we were okay. It was the people. It was the people that had a small population. Which I also didn't mind, because there were fewer people in Arby's. So I could get my Crunchwrap Supreme. Been very vocal about quality of rodents in your local Arby's. Yeah. Yeah. Well, quality of rats, just quantity. Wait, did you say quantity? No, you said quality. Quantity. I want fewer mice in Arby's. Surely I'm not controversial for saying that I want fewer mice in my Arby's. Y'all hating on mouse, and my first thought when I heard about the mouse plague y'all got was, I wonder if I could selectively breed them and cause a boom in intelligence. I mean, probably. You probably wouldn't want to. We're getting pretty smart. You're right, you win this round. Oh, I meant it to be quantity. Mice need jobs too, Greymousing. I mean, I almost said something that I knew could definitely be misconstrued, so I'm not going to say it. But I agree. I know many mice work at Redbubble, so you better get those mugs for sale, because they need the work too. They build those mugs. They make them by hand. Smart mice aren't required. Shit, mice deserve jobs at Arby's. You're wrong there. I want them to be smart enough to do menial tasks. Like, Arby's. Like some positions in Arby's. Like CEO of Arby's. That's a menial task, right? You don't do much as a CEO from what I've seen. So surely that'd be okay. I should probably draw this one in like higher detail as well. Uh, I'm out of milk, the mouse squad, to pick up more. That's fair. Mice are smart enough to tailor a dress for Cinderella to attend the royal ball. However, if I see one goddamn rodent in my office, yeah, exactly. Mice can do menial tasks like shit in the fryer or eat all the lettuce. That's true. We do like a bit of lettuce. We do like a bit of the greens. That's surely a small price to pay for a quality Arby's employee. Mouse. I tried, but currently they keep eating the money, so I'm out at 20 and have no milk. Ah, shit. It's because they don't understand the concept of drinking other animals' milk. That's a very human thing. We mice only drink mouse milk. That sounds just wrong to say. Exactly, so I need them to get smarter. I need them to differentiate between mouse milk and cow's milk. Drew a lake. Here. Drawing up a forest because this map actually needs to be filled with stuff. Because milk makes cheese. Oh, true, true, and we do love a crisp handful of parmesan. The great reward at the end of the Loki task. A crisp handful of parmesan cheese. Something that Moni promised years ago and has never delivered. This is why we rise up against those like Moni Stera. She crossed us. She crossed us, the mouse people, one too many times. Promising cheese and home-cooked meals and delivering nothing but shit and good quality streams. High-tier quality streams. Keep thinking about ERB line labor conditions in my shop. I don't sweat them. Oh god. So grim. I might pull up a reference for map signs. Map symbols. Not Australia. I don't care about specifics. Fantasy, actually. And that was what Walt Disney say, mouse. True. It's true. He was trying to, like, teach mice to be employees as opposed to just mascots. Looking for some fantasy symbols. There we go. Okay. Fairly easy to read and understand. Speaking of Moni, she may be doing a candy stream soon. Ooh. Sounds like fun. Yeah, I miss seeing Moni's streams. So it'll be good to have her back. And be sure to stop in to get a bracelet. Yeah! I'd love that. That'd be great. And then I guess this isn't like an Empire approved map, or it could be. I'll do what I can to be there. And we'll make paths. Oh, that actually kind of like uglies up the map a bit in a way that I don't want. Excellent walk. I'm glad to hear it, Cryer. That sounds great. Took about 40 minutes. Hey, that's a nice good walk. Nice and long. Maybe I should alter this slightly so that I can include Ratchet's finger pointing. Only read 33k steps. Oh, okay. Weird. Last one she made, what made you, was looking respectfully. Next one I'm thinking of is thank you, come again. Nice. Probably because I was holding my phone for most of it. Oh, okay. That makes sense then. We'll just do a little bit of another island just there. Oh yeah, and then Timberstone itself, just marked. Maybe I should do a few close-up, like ones as well. Like close-ups of the map where Ratchet is looking specifically. Perhaps. But we'll see. Kaitiaki. Continent. Home of the goblins. I might do a few light, like, things. I need to get back to walking. I was doing about 65 minutes a day, but then the depression hit you like a truck. That's fair. Yeah, walking is definitely really good for kind of clearing your head of that kind of stuff. I used to go for runs every second day, and that really helped. And I need to get back into some sort of exercise. I'm thinking I'll start going to the gym and like go pretty much every single day and just do a different aspect of exercise, just because it is good to just do a bit of that. So my step goal is minimum 10k and personal goal 20k, but realistically anything over 15k is good. That's fair. That's a really good goal to set yourself. It's a very respectable goal to have. There we go. That'll do for now. I can do more detail later. This can be a little map made by somebody else. It's funny because usually walking helps with depression, I found. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It really does. Because it gets you outside and it gets you in fresh air and light and all those kinds of things. Releases endorphins, all that kind of thing. Aspect of exercise sounds like a D&D talent. Yeah, it really does, doesn't it? This is my cutting goals for the gym. Oh, cool. Nice. I don't have anything like that set. Oh, zoomed out the wrong screen. Don't have anything like that set out yet, but because I'm quite a skinny guy, once I actually start a regular routine at the gym, I'll probably start bulking a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit, just because I am skinny and I'd like to be just a little bit more balanced out, if you catch my meaning. But anyway, it's been about 3 hours, so I should probably raid out soon too. As well as 1900 calories per day and gymming more frequently. Yeah, nice. According to the app I'm using, I should be about 95 kilograms in 5 weeks. Oh, cool. Apparently bulking is harder than cutting. I've heard that. Yeah, bulking is pretty tough. It's harder to gain weight in a way that is like purposeful and healthy. That's for sure. And I definitely don't want to bulk a lot. I just want to bulk to a certain amount and then be fine. And I'd be fine with that. Just because I have the shoulders of somebody who should be bigger, but I'm not. I'm quite skinny, so I need to balance that out proportionally, and then I'm good. Yeah. And I'll probably ask for some advice as I start on my journey and stuff like that. But you'll never know. You never know. We'll see how we go. Did I export that out? Yes. Okay, cool. Let us look for somebody to raid. Who's live? Oh wow, not many people are live for me. Shaggedy and Suited. Suited is always great, but we raided her last time as well. Oh. Just knocking my carpet over accidentally. My chair. Give me a moment. There we go. Well, Wikisal and myself are gym bros. Yeah, exactly. So all very good options. Oh, good people to check in with. Oh, somebody. I'm looking at new streamers as well. Who do we have? Oh man, I am feeling sleepy. They don't look like they're doing much, so I might jump to somebody else. Oh, an ad. Ugh. All Aunt No Sleep makes Mouse a racist boy. No! Son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. I mean, yeah, you're right. If I'm too tired, then I get racist. This person looks like they're good. Let the ad end, and then I'm gonna raid into Chokiko. Meant to take a nap before Callie's woke up 5 hours later. Oh no. Well, you can take a nap soon. We'll head on out. You won't have to worry about staying awake. So anyway, let's jump to this new streamer that I haven't raided to before. Chokiko. But anyway, I'll see you guys all on Friday for more Pathologic 2. I'm very keen to play. I feel like we're going to die a lot, but it should be super fun and super interesting. So until then, see y'all later. Bye.